Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My question this morning is to the Premier. On March 1st, thanks to this Liberal government, the basic tax on a case of beer went up for consumers, and there is a further 26% tax hike planned for November. Meanwhile, Speaker, the federal Liberals have brought in an excise tax on beer that will go up every single year. And after those new taxes are applied, beer drinkers will pay HST on top of it all, paying more tax on tax. Speaker, at the end of the day, 47% of what the people in this province pay for their beer goes directly to the government. 47%. Mr. Speaker, why should consumers pay for this government's wasteful spending?
No wonder everybody
Thank you.
Finance.
Finance.
Mr. Speaker, the 2018 budget, it did not include any changes to beer taxes. There's an annual indexation of the tax rate based on CPI. It's baked into the legislation. It takes effect March 1st every year, but this would have already happened in the prior budgets. As announced in the 2015 budget, the price of beer will increase by 3 cents per litre on November 1st of 2015, 16, 17, and 18. This amounts to about 1 cent per bottle, Mr. Speaker. This increase has taken place every November since 2015, and the final increase will take place on November 1st, 2018. The price of beer is expected to remain below the Canadian average.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Speaker, back to the Premier. While this government is making the people of this province pay more for their beer, they're also using their hard-earned tax dollars for corporate subsidies to beer companies. In fact, just last week, this government announced a $1.3 million grant to a Toronto brewery. The Liberals are running up the bill for beer and leaving it all on the taxpayers' tab. First, they raid our wallets for consumption taxes, and then they come back for more to fund corporate welfare. Speaker, it's enough to drive people to drink. Mr. Speaker, can the Premier explain the logic behind handing out subsidies to an industry with one policy while driving up their costs with another?
Thank you. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we just introduced expansion of beer and wine in grocery stores. We are now providing 20% shelf space for craft beer and microbrew. We announced just earlier this week revisions to reduce their overall tax rate to enable them to have more success, to invest in their product and grow their companies, Mr. Speaker. I don't see that as corporate welfare. I see that as being a partner to enable those very companies, those small businesses that they seem to care about, to grow and invest and provide them more opportunity. That's what we've done, and that's what we're enabling them to provide for more jobs. And I'm pleased to say that our craft brew and our small businesses in the province of Ontario are outperforming every other brewery in North America because of the provisions and the enablement that we put in place. We're helping small businesses, we're helping our microbrews and craft beer, and we did not increase taxes, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.